既然来了，何必着急走？折辱了一把好戏。
He believed he was the Predator, one of the 9 great powerhouses under the ancient demon. San Mo was certain he could devour Wang Lin with ease. But he never imagined this one mistake would drag him into madness, force an ancient monster to descend, and turn the hunter into prey. This is the story of vengeance, betrayal, and a cultivator who chose self-destruction, insanity, and bloodshed just to make his enemies regret ever touching him. San Mo was one of the 9 great powerhouses under ancient demon Tajia, and he was absolutely confident that he could devour Wang Lin. Even after Wang Lin summoned ancient monster Bela San Mo, still believed that, relying on the might of the ancient demon, Bela would dare not interfere. What he did not know was that these 2 ancient clans shared a deep, irreconcilable hatred. The ancient monsters hated the ancient demons to the bone, so much so that they wished to tear them apart piece by piece. After Wang Lin successfully survived the Ascendant Heavenly Tribulation, he went into seclusion for another 10 years, finally reaching the early Ascendant stage. However, at this stage, the cultivator's internal energy had not yet fully fused and required 49 days of stabilization, and that was precisely the moment San Mo had been waiting for. If he could devour the energy of Wang Lin, a nihility cultivator, his strength would soar dramatically. Thus he separated a protective armored arm and sent it to capture Wang Lin. This armored arm was terrifyingly powerful, more than enough to easily suppress an early ascendant cultivator. When it appeared at Wang Lin's cave abode, it immediately transformed into a demonic shadow and launched an assassination attempt. No matter what divine abilities Wang Lin unleashed, he was unable to shake the armored arm in the slightest. During the battle, Wang Lin's primordial spirit gradually began to leave his body, and he found himself completely devoid of any intent to resist. At that moment, Wang Lin realized that the one behind this attack was far from ordinary, one wrong move, and he would face soul annihilation and complete destruction. He immediately left the cave abode and used great teleportation to reach a strange land filled with ascension fruit. Though the ascension fruit was not considered a supreme treasure, it could plunge one into a state of extreme exhilaration. Wang Lin refined over 10,000 ascension fruits into a single drop and swallowed it. In an instant, his mind entered a state of utter madness and frenzy. Yet it was precisely because of this that he forcibly restrained his nearly departing primordial spirit and used the Finger of the Yellow Springs to suppress the armored arm completely. Under normal circumstances, the cautious Wang Lin would have retreated immediately after suffering such heavy injuries. But under the influence of the ascension fruit, an overwhelming battle intent surged wildly within him. He then consumed another 100,000 ascension fruits, locked onto the aura of the armored arm, and charged straight towards San Mo's location. When San Mo sensed Wang Lin's charge, he was deeply shocked and immediately unleashed various divine sense attacks, striking across the void to annihilate him. If it were an ordinary ascendant cultivator, they would have long since perished under San Mo's bombardment. However, under the effects of the ascension fruit, although Wang Lin's physical body suffered unimaginable damage, his primordial spirit remained in a berserk state, driving him to press forward without hesitation. It was no exaggeration to say that, unless San Mo could kill him in a single strike, the effects of the ascension fruit would not fade anytime soon. At this point, San Mo deeply regretted ever provoking Wang Lin. In the end, he could only dispatch that mysterious old man, leading 3 monster guards to intercept him. Unfortunately, these 3 monster guards were like clay chickens and tile dogs before Wang Lin and were slaughtered with ease. The mysterious old man, however, relied on San Mo's armor and possessed late ascendant cultivation, with battle strength far surpassing the 3 guards. Knowing that conventional methods could not kill him, Wang Lin chose to self-detonate, dragging the old man to mutual destruction. Afterward, Wang Lin used a blood soul pill to revive, resurrecting in the vicinity of Heavenly Monster County. Yet the self-detonation of an ascendant cultivator had an extraordinarily devastating range, so much so that even the Demon Tower, where San Mo resided, was affected. The Demon Tower was a supreme treasure that allowed San Mo to spread his divine sense. If it were destroyed, his divine sense would no longer be able to cover the land of monster spirits. Thus San Mo was enraged beyond measure. He stepped directly out of the Demon Tower and pursued Wang Lin relentlessly, all the way to the location of his resurrection. Yet everything still lay within Wang Lin's calculations. He deliberately chose to revive as quickly as possible near Heavenly Monster County. Precisely so, he could summon the ancient monster to defeat San Mo. After all, when the ancient monster had helped Wang Lin break through to the Ascendant Realm, the two had formed an agreement. There was no way the ancient monster would stand by and watch Wang Lin die at San Mo's hands. Sure enough, when the ancient monster appeared, San Mo relied on the might of ancient demon Tajia, and concluded that the ancient monster would not dare interfere. Who could have expected that the ancient monster would show absolutely no regard for him, directly taking action and engaging San Mo in battle? Before long, the armor on San Mo's body began to shatter, and the demonic flames in his eyes gradually dimmed. Realizing that he was no match for the ancient monster, he immediately activated his divine abilities and fled. But Wang Lin's nature was one of inevitable vengeance. How could he possibly allow San Mo to escape at the final moment? Moreover, if San Mo were allowed to flee, Wang Lin would surely face endless retaliation in the future, borrowing the lingering might of the Ascension fruit. Wang Lin directly seized San Mo's armor, making it impossible for him to escape. San Mo's fury reached its peak. In desperation, he plunged straight into Wang Lin's body, attempting to possess him. Wang Lin dared to take such a risk because he was certain of one thing. Since the ancient monster had already chosen to intervene, it would see the matter through to the end. As expected during the process in which Wang Lin was being possessed by San Mo, the ancient monster brought him back to Heavenly Monster County and helped Wang Lin successfully suppress San Mo. As long as Wang Lin continued refining him, San Mo could become his second primordial spirit, causing his cultivation to surge dramatically. Later on, after passing through the entrance to the abyss of the Tide's End, Wang Lin quietly entered the La Tian star domain from the Alliance star domain. This was done both to seek a way to defy the heavens and resurrect Li Muan, and to avoid the encirclement and slaughter of Ling Tianhu, All-Seer, Tian Yunzi, and even the Blood Ancestor. Yet fate seemed fond of playing cruel jokes. The very moment he set foot on La Tian star domain, he encountered the one person he had hoped never to meet again in his lifetime, Liu Mei. It turned out that back then, the instant Liu Mei entered the Alliance star domain, she caught the attention of Huan Wu, Qing, an old monster at the early Kuei realm, whose scheming ran as deep as the sea. He immediately took her in as his adopted daughter and brought her back to the La Tian star domain, treating her as a perfect cultivation vessel to be devoured in the future. His goal was to consume the heavenly illusion, dull intent of emotionlessness, thereby completing his grand cultivation art. However, to achieve this, Liu Mei had to cultivate to the void realm. Thus, Huan Wu Qing spared no expense of his own cultivation, forcefully raising her to the late ascendant stage, turning her into the most perfect chess piece for his grand scheme. When sworn enemies meet on a narrow road, bloodshot eyes are inevitable. What chilled Wang Lin to the very marrow was not Liu Mei's status, but her inhuman cruelty. To avenge the past, she had refined the child, born of the two of them, Wang Ping, into a resentful infant. Who could possibly endure such hatred? Unfortunately for Liu Mei, by that time Wang Lin was no longer the weak and solitary figure of the past. He had just emerged from the land of monster spirits, carrying with him the life-bound sword Qi of Ling Tianhu, a trophy gained after slaying the 12 sword eliminators of the Sword Pavilion. Moreover, he possessed a Yin Void Realm puppet. With such strength, Liu Mei was completely incapable of opposing him. In the instant between life and death, Huan Wu Qing was forced to appear, rescuing her and taking her away. How could Wang Lin possibly swallow this fury? He immediately pursued them all the way to Huan family planet, determined to crush that vicious father-daughter pair. However, the Grand Sect guarding formation left behind by the immortal ancestors of the Huan family was unimaginably powerful. No matter how desperately Wang Lin fought, he was unable to break it. At that moment, he proposed an extremely risky deal to San Mo. As long as San Mo helped him break the formation and kill the Huan family ancestor, Wang Lin would lift the seal and restore San Mo's freedom. In the end, San Mo chose to merge into Wang Lin's body, or the Yin Void puppet, combining their power to tear the Grand Formation apart. As for Huan Wu Qing, the old monster who had schemed his entire life, he used Liu Mei's consent to devour her Tao intent, causing his strength to skyrocket in a short period of time. Sadly, his fate had already been sealed. San Mo's cultivation art was his natural nemesis. In a battle that shook heaven and earth, San Mo drained Huan Wuqing's essence qi and spirit, reducing him to ashes. According to their agreement, Wang Lin released the seal and returned San Mo his freedom. It must be said that San Mo was one of the very few beings who managed to leave Wang Lin's grasp alive. Yet ultimately the reason San Mo survived was that Wang Lin's strength, at the time, was still limited insufficient to completely control such an evil existence. Had it been the later Wang Lin stronger, and far more ruthless San Mo would likely have already been refined into nothing more than another tool. Previously, San Mo had devoured countless foreign ascendant cultivators. Looking across the entire land of monster spirits, there were few who could restrain him. It was precisely this absolute confidence that led him to believe devouring Wang Lin would pose no difficulty at all. Yet he never expected Wang Lin to be connected to the ancient monster, nor did he expect the ancient monster to completely disregard ancient demon Tajia and directly move to suppress him. In truth, the ancient monster's intervention was not solely for Wang Lin's sake. It was also because the ancient monster and the ancient demon were mortal enemies. Although they had briefly joined forces during the ambush on the Qinglin Immortal Emperor, Qinglin's cultivation was far too powerful. The ancient monster was severely injured and even split into 9 spirit bodies. In contrast, the ancient demon seized the opportunity to possess the Qinglin Immortal Emperor. For this reason, the ancient monster harbored bone-deep hatred toward the ancient demon, especially upon seeing the ancient demon's subordinates running rampant around Heavenly Monster County. How could he possibly show them any courtesy at all?